Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here for the offense. Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Frederick. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Keep the legs moving. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking downfield, it's Frederick. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Running to the left. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to him on the ground. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. He looks that one in nicely. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Coming out with it, it's Wiggins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Frederick. Looking to the big tight end. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Got his man quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The aerial assault continues. A little screen to the running back. Got room at the 35. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
It'll be a draw. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I mean, those are so frustrating for defenses because you're flying upfield, you're trying to get to the quarterback, and they slip that draw in there, and you can tell too many guys not doing their job, creating some space for the running back to make the big play down the field.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Bulldogs want to move quickly. Yankee blue! Yankee blue! To throw, it's Frederick. It's complete to the right. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 7, Georgia 0.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Georgia.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Let's go. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes his connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Give to the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looking downfield, it's Frederick. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Running back goes in motion. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Backed up in their own end, it's 2nd and inches. Going to the ground. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They want to run it left here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got a wide-open receiver. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip-and-tuck affair all game. They're up by a field goal over Wake Forest. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll try the run. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. To the air, it's Frederick. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's looking to throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Makes the catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. He's going to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Second down coming up. Quarterback checking off.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Back to throw, it's Frederick. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
After the missed connection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Escapes the sack. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. He fires to the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Dogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Second down.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line.
Let's go.
They'll try the right side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. At the 35, he's got room. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
To the air, it's Frederick. Quick strike complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's right on target. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Razor. Cut. Here we go.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Georgia going up tempo.
I like the play call offensively. I know they lost yards on that one, but you want to try to get this running back the ball in different ways, right? Handing it off, getting him out in the route tree, trying to sneak in some screen passes too.
He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Looking to throw it again. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Looking for a man. It's Frederick. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own.
Jackrabbit. Go. Timber.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, LSU! And the route is on. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
42, Georgia, 0.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
You hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback will audible. The play action fake. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Scanning the field, it's Frederick. Unloads it downfield. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
The give to the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, LSU 42, Georgia 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to the ground with the running back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown LSU! And the pummeling has started. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to pass. It's Frederick. He makes the connection. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Black 24.
Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Bulldogs have their offense in high gear.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies.
He'll take a shot. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gorilla.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Easy.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Ready up.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead and had a great day today.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Running it to the right. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Off play action. On the move, he fires. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback had flat fitted in a tight window. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Frederick. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 45, on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. When you know you have a team outclassed,